Hello fellow teachers. Today I'm going to show you a math activity I devised which I call Kinesthetic Geometry. I believe many students struggle with math for two reasons. Traditionally, math is the most physically and mentally restrictive subject, especially in elementary school. For example, students often never leave their seat during a math class. It's very restrictive physically. They basically have to sit there and absorb information for an hour or so. And by mentally restrictive, I mean elementary math classes tend to discourage creativity. Typically, there's a right way to do something and a wrong way to do something, and teachers basically pound it into the student's head that there is a right way to do it and that they have to do it that way. I really don't envision math class ever being as physical as phys ed or as open to creativity as much as visual arts, but I do see the benefit of incorporating both into a math class. Therefore, I created this math activity. First, you're going to start by having your students get into pairs. Once every student has found a partner, each student will strike a pose while the other student draws a stick figure representation with a ruler. And I just have this, for example, if they were to strike a pose like this or something, they would use a ruler and they would draw the exact same representation on this piece of paper. And that would be basically all the angles that they would be using to measure. So after they do that, after the drawings are done, the students will work in pairs to label each angle. For example, maybe this elbow right here will be angle A, B, and C. So they'll label it that. They'll measure it with a protractor. I'm guessing it would be around 90 degrees. And then they would classify the angle, which would be a right angle. And after they do that to all of the angles, then they're complete. Then they complete it. This activity is fun because it gets the kids out of their seat, and they can be creative with their kinesthetic pose. They can do anything they really want. That's just an example, but they can really strike any pose they really want and have some fun with it. And it's also good for all learners. Gifted kids can really go deep with it. They can measure all these angles, and for example, they might look at this acute one, but they can also do the reflex angles for all of them, which is also great for those gifted students that will see those angles. While average learners can just do kind of the basic angles that they see, the acute, the right, and the obtuse angles. Well, that's basically the activity that I call Kinesthetic Geometry. Hopefully your students enjoy getting out of their seats to learn about geometry.